and welcome to another Sanctuary Sunday. Sanctuary, yes, the day where I try to cover something other than war games. And today, I'm undoing all that. No, I'm not covering war games, but I'm covering a game that might better fit on Sci-Fi Fantasy Saturday. Yes, this is Undo, Weaving Fate Anew. I'm continuing my coverage of these games. I started with 600 seconds. More than 600 seconds ago. I think I did that last year. And then Blood in the Gutter. I picked these up on the Miniature Market holiday sale for mere pennies on the dollar. Yes, these were like just a couple of bucks. So really not a big fan of one and done type games. Undo is just that. I mean, you can play it multiple times, but why if you really know the plot, unless you've set it on the shelf for a while and then pick it back up again. What are these games? Well, as I mentioned before, they have some time travel involved, but they're crimes. You're starting off much like in Clue with a dead body. You've got a murder, a death of some sort, and then you're going back in time and trying to undo that death. Yes, these are a series of games from Pegasus Spiele, and feel very much like a escape room type event, again, especially with the one and done. But why do I pick them up? Well, they're cheap, for one thing, and I kind of like these as a little bit of a filler. I'm always interested in seeing how different games evolve in different systems. As you see here, Undo, Weaving Fate Anew. You are weavers of fate. You pause time and jump to very specific moments in the deceased person's life to reweave their threads of fate. You'll be able to change events and thereby undo their death. And so this mission leads you to Japan in modern times. So let's get inside the box and see what we have in store for us. See what our fate is anew. And I'm not going to be able to really go into a lot because this very much is a story that you kind of reveal as you go. It's kind of like a choose your own adventure in some respects, because you'll go to different parts in the story, or different places in the timeline, and make choices, and those choices are going to tell you how you did in the game. So these are some of the cards you're going to spend to jump in time. You're limited on how many times you can do it. And then you've also got some clues, but then you've got these choices. Like if I go to card 1, or that place in time that's listed by card 1, I'll have a 1, B, and a C choice that I read on the card, and then my result is on the back of this. Now, part of the downside of this game, not other than it's a one and done or a one-time play, is that the graphics are okay, but they're not super awesome. Like if you turn on the back of one of these cards, I'll just hide the number here. It's just a +1, or it's a +0, or I mean, it's a +1 or 0 or -2. You're just adding up numbers. I mean, I think they could have done a little bit more to get you into the gameplay in that regards. But these are kind of the results cards. They're not the main story cards. The main story cards are these large cards, which you're going to lay out in a line, and that's basically your timeline. And then you'll jump around. You'll spin these to jump around in that timeline, and then read it and make a choice. So like here's 60 years ago, Hiroshima, Japan, March 1st, 1940, late evening. So they're gonna have these laid out in a continuum, and you're going to jump around. You're going to flip this over, read it, make a choice, and then your choice will be the results on the little small cards there. That's it, kind of in a nutshell. It's kind of hard to go into this a lot because I'm going to spoil it, but as you can see here, there's no rules. The rules are on the card. They tell you what to do. These are presented in a deck. It tells you what you got, how you're going to play the game. It tells you what cards and how to lay them out. You're going to lay them out in a continue. The story cards are 1 to 13, and yada, yada, yada. So that is basically the game here. These are just the rules that are on the cards. But once you get into the game, it's really these cards right here, these tall cards or large cards. And then you'll add up all your points and then see how you did, and you could go back and play it. If you don't score the score you want to score, then you go back and play it again. And try to do better, but kind of once you've solved it, so to speak, or maybe have an optimal solution, you're probably not going to want to go back to it too much more. So you either put it back on the shelf or pass it on to a friend. Anyway, again, this will be in my Pegasus Spiel playlist, but also in my Kilroy's Bargain, and also in Time Travel, for that matter. I mean, it's very, very loose how they do it. The Time Travel is really just an add-on to give you something to how you can jump from card to card. They really don't explain your being a weaver of fate that much. But anyway, there you have it. That's what I have for you today. Love to know your thoughts on this system, on this game particularly. No spoilers, and on one and done type games. I tend to stay away from one and done and legacy games. I have a very, very few in my collection, but I have passed on several others. Anyway, thanks for stopping by, and have a good one. Thanks for watching.